Okay, so what's up there guys, and welcome back to Dig It Detecting. Welcome to this brand new site. We've just gained permission for, I touched base with a landowner last night, basically a landowner that I've known for a while. She has another property just down the road, and bingo, we got access to this today. And I'll tell you what, we just sort of come here and touch base with the basically person that's living in the house now. And to be honest, I sort of said to her, 1949 aerial image that I have of this property, I cannot see a house here, so I'm expecting everything to come out from about the 1950s onwards from this site. And to be honest, I wasn't really sure that we were going to be hitting on that much. However, we have hit the jackpot so far. For the last hour I've been digging, we've got coins, we've got cars, we've got a little buckle, we have got some fascinating pieces, so all that to show basically the end of the conclusion. Unfortunately, I have not shown any coming out just yet. So all generally sort of the Rue Pennies, as I said, 1950 onwards. From 1949 aerial survey footage, there is nothing here, all empty paddocks. So really cool. 1950s onwards, and as some will know, the month of March is military and Matchbox Car March, exactly while we're out here. So we've got our first little Matchbox car for this month of March, and we're still looking for that military find. This is a military basically soldier settlement block though, so settled just after World War II, a little bit later than the end of World War II though. So really cool, and 1950 onwards is the stuff that we're going to be finding today. Let's hope we can hit on that florin. Righto, so next nice target. These are all the targets we're chasing here today too. I'm digging from 18 and 40 upwards on the Equinox 800 here, and as you can see, we've got a nice high signal there, 2627. It could easily be a Roo Penny. However, 2627, as many will know, I've seen in my videos before, those be florin numbers. It's got the right pinpointing diameter for it to be a florin too. I didn't give you a really good look there. However, he seems to be coming up as quite a big target. So 2 hands, a little shovel and pinpointer. We'll give him a dig, and fingers crossed for that florin. As I said, that's what I'm really chasing today. Hey, it's not a florin, it's another penny, a little Roo Penny by the looks. Amazing the condition that are coming out from this soil. It's very sandy, loamy soil out here, so look at that patina, would you? 1955, a beautiful Australian kangaroo half penny. What a cracker of a coin. Another one for the collection and to show the landowner here once we're finished today. Next one, a 2324. Couple of bars depth this one. We're sort of heading over towards the old sheds, and got trampoline there too. Sort of thinking this may have been where the kids were playing. Just opposite the track there I found a heap of toy cars, or heap meaning two, a heap to me because I just think they're awesome. But hopefully the kids were sort of playing over this side of the track too, near the shed there, and lost a few more. So really cool. I think it is a great suggestion this month, a Matchbox and military memorabilia month, March I should say. So I think great suggestions to try and hit on, and I have some amazing sites to go and do just that, and I'm sure we will succeed. So dig this one, 2 hands, we'll come back, give you a look. So there he is, we got another penny. It's funny too, I have Brandon out hunting with me today. Young Brandon was just over here a second ago. Where were you, Brandon? Somewhere over there. And he pulled a penny also. What a bloody ripper. This is another kangaroo penny. However, young Brandos there, he actually got a Commonwealth, Australia Commonwealth full penny. So really cool. What was your year, Brandon? 1929. So there you go. It definitely predates this site quite a way. Someone was carrying some pretty early change in their pocket, walking around here and lost it. What a ripper. Okay, so we've got another target, only about, what, a metre away from the last penny. There is pennies everywhere out here. They must have thrown them out like chook feed. That's okay. We are happy to pick them up. So next one is right there. X marks the spot. I'll tell you what, I was just saying to Brandon too, he has not been out hunting with me for so long. He said, oh, you've got a MINELAB pouch, you've got MINELAB gloves. I said, yeah, I have. I've had them for quite a while. I was just saying to him too, look at the fingertips, you know. I'm always constantly scratching my way through the dirt and digging and looking for coins. and these have basically worn so bloody well. Very, very impressed. I would be changing gloves and throwing gloves out, you know, every couple of weeks using those old gloves, and not to say they weren't good. However, it's so nice to have a pair of gloves that last and are durable, hold up to what you're doing. So I must admit though, they need a good wash. Ew, sweat and dirt mixed together. Yuck. Anyway, we'll give this guy a dig. The ground is so hard out here. I really do need 2 hands on the digger. Try not to make a mess. We'll come back, give you a look. So there we go. We've got him out. Another Roo Penny, a 1950 something Roo Penny. It may be an 8, it may be a 0. I really can't tell you. So, and as you can see, a young Brandon has scratched this one getting it out of the hole. Well, someone did anyway. We're just going to blame Brandon. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. And another nice penny for the collection and for the conclusion at the end of this video. What a beauty. So as I said at the start of this video, I really did not expect too much from this site. You know, as I said, 1949 aerial image. Could not see anything here but paddocks. So this used to be a huge pastoral run originally, and then subdivided up after World War II for soldier settlement blocks and allotments. So really did not expect too much to be here today when I come out, but thought, why not give it a try? We have permission, we have full access to this site, so why not give it a try? And you never discount these sites anyway. So come out here and not expecting a great deal. I tell you what, I am a little bit blown away. I'm a little bit put back in what I was thinking there. So beautiful 1944 Rue Penny this time. I know it's just Rue Pennies coming out so far. There has to be a silver coin here somewhere. I'm certain of it. You cannot get a dozen Rue Pennies, copper pennies, and no silvers. Farmers weren't that rich. However, they would have had them in their pocket too, so every chance of them losing them around the farm here. So I am thinking I'm going to get up in that back paddock there and hunt around there, and also get in the front paddock in front of the house, because chances are the house yard, the house fence that is around here now was never there. So who knows, the house yard could have been a lot bigger. You know, there could have been another fence sort of bordering the house and keeping the cows out. And also, as I mentioned, the paddock would have continued further, therefore the coins could go out further. So basically going to try that, get out in the paddock, see how we go, see if we can hit on any toy cars or coins out the front and also out the back. So we just come across one of the holes that Brandon's just dug. He's walked away from. We won't tell him, but I think he's walked away from a good target there. You can see he's been digging off the side on this side, to the right hand side. The target's over here, a little bit off the left. So he was just pinpointing a little bit off there. So we'll give him a dig. He's right there. We'll give him a dig and see what we come out with, see what Brandon missed, and then we'll go tell him. So Brandon heard that last clip. He's wandered over to see what he's missed out on. And we're going to dig and show him on camera. So let's give him a bit of a slice at the back there. This hole is getting very messy. It's out of control. There he is. You were hunting a Roo Penny, Brandon, a 1950 Roo Penny. Just targeting him off to the side there a little bit. So do you want him, man?
I'll say no to Roo Penny.
You can have him, mate. Rightio, so a quick halftime break now. Brandon and I decided it's lunchtime and we are hungry and thirsty. So that's what we're going to do, have a quick bite to eat and drink. I thought we'd show you basically what we've found here for this morning for the last hour and a half hunting so far. Remember, it is Matchbox and Military March, so I should say military and Matchbox Car March. And we haven't found any military stuff, but we have hit on the Matchbox cars on the first hunt for March too. What a bloody ripper. So anyway, quick bite to eat and a drink. But first off, we'll show you what's come out so far. So on the right hand side here, we've got all the pennies that I've found so far for the last hour and a half. Quite good condition too, as I was showing. So 15 in total, a few half pennies. We even got a little 20-cent coin laying on the surface. The headless driver driving the excavator, or whatever he is, I'm not quite sure. A little Caterpillar machine, I don't know. What a ripper though. So definitely a Lesney. Also little belt buckle there, and another Lesney toy car here, which has seen better days. So I dare say he's probably part of the Moko series, that little guy there. What a bloody ripper. So also a bit of decorative piece up the back, I'm not quite sure what he is, and all the rubbish that we've found hunting so far for today, as I said, for the last hour and a half. So he should probably be over here. Here's a ripper, the old horse ring, the old brass horse ring. So also what Brandon has pulled out of the ground so far using that 600, and I'll tell you what, it's been about 6 months since he actually has been on that machine. So what a cracker coin that is. 1929, a 1 penny, a Commonwealth 1 penny. So it looks like he's got a bit of a dint in the back of George's head there. So what a bloody ripper. 1950 Rue Penny, and we helped Brandon pull out of the hole there before, and Brandon even got a 50-cent coin buried too. Look, he's even scratched that one. God, he is rough. I cannot take you anywhere, fella. You just scratch everything. Okay, so we're back on the detectors. We've finished lunch now, only a quick bite to eat, and we are out in the paddock now, as you can see. Remember, we're going to see basically if the fines stop at the fence or they continue on out into the paddock. I'm sure they continue on. That fence is not very old at all. So anyway, we've got a nice signal here too, which I'm thinking may be our first coin. We've dug a couple of little bits of trash. I'm really trying to aim for a coin out here though, or a Matchbox toy car. Who knows? Maybe if this is the area where they were dumping all their stuff, maybe even a broken military rising sun badge, which is generally the case. You find that quite a bit, you know, out in the old dumps is where you find some of your best stuff, coins included. A lot of coins got thrown out accidentally back then, and even same as today. I know myself, I've done it before. I've thrown coins out. You've seen the video there that I shot at the old school site, and where we were digging all the baby dolls' heads out of the fire, and we found money in the fire, current modern day money in the fire. So it happens all the time. People throw money out accidentally. So there's nothing to say we're not going to hit on something like that here out in the paddock. So not a bottle top like that guy. Anyway, we'll keep going. Fingers crossed for that florin once again. Also a military rising sun, and even, who knows, some more Matchbox car parts. Hey, check that guy out. We've got a tiny little legless horse. What a bloody ripper. I dare say he was like cast or something. He's not pewter or not lead either. So what an awesome piece. The little legless horse. So we've got our next special piece, a little Matchbox trailer. How cool is that? A little dump truck trailer. So out in the paddock here, looking for coins, relics. As I said to Brandon, probably what we're going to be hitting on is a lot of the Matchbox cars, and you know, maybe even military stuff that's been discarded. You know, a lot of trashy sort of signals out here. I dare say is where they were sort of dumping a lot of their rubbish. This guy could have been lost by a child playing out here, or even, who knows, discarded because he was broken. So what a bloody ripper. Matchbox and military car march. We are certainly hitting on the Matchbox cars. We just need to find the military stuff now, don't we? Well, that's a nice old piece then, isn't it? Look at that one. A nice ornate hinge. Brass, what it looks too. He rang up quite nice and loud. So, wow, what a bloody ripper. I found one very similar to this before. A lot smaller though, so that is awesome. 35, 36, that guy come up. I was thinking he may have been one of the old dog tags or even cow tags that we generally find. So still hunting for that guy and the military rising sun, which I know should be here somewhere. Aha, we've found one. About time too. The old toothpaste tube, a great indication that you are hunting in the old dumping area. And we've come across a few fragments of glass too along the way that we're picking up, throwing in the pouch. So really, really cool. Nothing that special, I know. It's just a good indication, as I said, you're in the dump and you're detecting where they were dumping all their trash some 50, 60, 70 years ago for this site, definitely. So can you spot what I can spot? Laying on the ground, poking its head out of the dirt. What a ripper. I was just sort of speaking about this too, looking for glass or anything like that as I'm going, indicating that we're in the dump. We're definitely in the dump. Look at that. We've got a piece of a shot glass. If I don't drop him, that's definitely what he is though. Little nice old shot glass, only half of, so that's awesome. We'll pick him up, take him out of the paddock, because that end looks pointy, doesn't it? Righto, so we've left the front paddock now. We're sort of making our way to the back paddock. I just said to Brandon, I'd really like to hit in behind the old stables here, what I presume is the old stables. Try and hunt around here for 5 minutes, see what it has to offer. And wow, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I made that decision instead of just walking straight to the back paddock. As you can see, we've got a beautiful old stirrup, horse stirrup. So Amazing, amazing. I just love finding any sort of relic. You know, the coins are a lot of fun. And when you're pulling this sort of stuff out of the ground, it has a real sort of sentimental value to it. You know, this would have been used every day. You know, you would have been putting your foot in this every day, hanging from the side of the horse, mounting the horse to do the work around the farm here. So that is a magnificent piece. Who knows? They're like shoes, aren't they? And gloves. Where there's one, there's got to be two. So how cool is this? Brandon's just walked over to me. He's found a coin behind the stables here. I tell you what, we did not find too much out in the front paddock. I found the beautiful Matchbox trailer, a few other nice items, the hinge, the bracket, but basically no coins. So that is awesome. Brandon just sort of walked straight over there where his detector is and nailed that one straight away. It's like he was drawn to it, drawn to that coin. What a ripper. Well done, Brando. So it's Luke's turn now. We've got a coin out at the back of the stables. What a cracker. I dare say it's going to be a Rue Penny. Oh, yes, it is too. What a beautiful coin they are. I just love finding them, you know. I found a lot of pennies in the past. However, they never sort of wear off, you know, the enjoyment of finding them. So dare say he's going to be in 1944, a year before the war ended. Oh, I may be wrong. 1942 by the looks. So awesome stuff. We're still really haven't moved. We're still in behind the stables, and I don't know where Brandon's gone. He's missing in action. Marco, there he is. So we're only a couple of meters away from where Brandon got that penny there before, and he must have missed one. Look at this. We got a little half penny. He looks like he's been drilled or hammered out. I don't think he's been shot somehow, and he's gold gilded by the looks on that side. Isn't that strange? I dare say it's a Roo Penny. I think it's a Roo Penny. 1942 by the looks. Gold gilded with a hole in it. So awesome. He's probably made to use on the farm here for some purpose. A washer or something. I just don't know why he is gold gilded like that. How strange. I cannot wait to clean him up and show him at the end of this video. What a cracker. Righto, so that's about it for this paddock here, just behind the stables, where we got the stirrup and a couple of coins. What a ripper, quite a productive little area. Let's go find Brandon now, and let's see if we can scare him. He walked off around here somewhere. I can hear him beeping. Ready? What are you doing? Okay, in the backyard now, in the back paddock, as you can see, where we were sort of wandering around to, where Brandon was sneaking off to, and we've got our next coin. Like I said, the finds do not stop in the house yard. The house yard was probably a lot bigger back in the day. So first Commonwealth Penny for me today anyway. Brandon got the beautiful 1929. Unfortunately, this guy is not in as good a condition. He is a 1929 also though, I think. Look at that, two 1929s. Hey Brandon, I'll swap you your good 1929 for this bad one. What do you reckon? Well then, we only had to walk about a metre for the next one. He's right on the fence there. That's where in the fence yard, in the backyard, we were finding all those coins there before, and the little caterpillar digger. What a bloody ripper he is. So 1955 Rue Penny, this one. We've got to be up, what, 30 Rue Pennies, 30 pre-decimal coins, and amazing, not even one silver coin yet. I'm still waiting for that florin. Another one on the fence line. What a beauty. As I said before, we could have stopped in the house yard there. We could not have even got out in the paddock, you know, using your imagination, imagining that this fence was never here before. You can just imagine how far the house block, the house yard went out to originally. Probably well past Brandon there, almost up to that shed. So they tended to have pretty big house yards back in the day. Generally, what I've found, going to all these different house sites over the years and hunting them, are quite big house yards. I suppose they had the room though, didn't they? And a lot of time within the house yard, you know, you'd have you'd have your house sort of in the middle, and you'd have your big house yard around it. Within that house yard though, around your house, you know, generally the yard was just to keep the cows out. Within the house yard though, you'd have your chook shed, you know, you'd have your grain shed, you'd have all these different things that you'd be basically going and doing on a daily basis, you know, feeding the chooks, collecting the eggs, all that sort of stuff. So, and possibly even milking Bessie the cow, bringing Bessie the cow into the house yard to milk her. So we had a couple of house cows when I was a kid growing up on a farm, and we used to hand milk our cow, her name was Slibber Slobber. Any wonder why? But yeah, we used to go out and milk Slibber Slobber, a Jersey cow that we had on the farm when I was just a little kid. And Dad, I can remember, would bring the milk in, and that's what we'd have on our breakfast. So really, really cool. Where is this coin? I know he's there somewhere. Let's get the pinpointer out. I think I've got him out. Oh yes, there he is. I said to Brandon there too. I'm sort of waiting for that silver to pop out. Still waiting for it to happen. Nice little half Roo Penny. What a bloody cracker. And as I said, right on the fence line. And wow, look at the condition. 1951 this time. I think we have to have nearly every year of the Roo Pennies so far today. Hey, we have done it. Look at that. A bit of patience, persistence, perseverance when out hunting. It really, really does pay off, doesn't it? I know that's only a little sixpence. We're really wanting the florin. However, what a bloody cracker. I said to Brandon there before, you know, you cannot walk around the farm losing that many pennies. You know, we've found what, 30 odd pennies today. You can't walk around the farm basically without dropping a little silver coin and dropping all those pennies as you go. So 1954, a beautiful little sixpence. What a cracker, what a cracker. I just love sites like this, you know. Coming here today, I really didn't think it was going to be that productive. Well, have I been wrong or what? I've been wrong in the past a few times, and always happy to admit that. It's just amazing how much has come out of here today though. Never ever discount any site until you've had a go there, that's for sure. Nice neat high tone this guy, a 29.30. He can only be a Roo Penny, can't he? A 29.30 is generally a kangaroo penny, so have been tricked in the past. Can also be a silver, so you just never know. The ground content, the soil, everything can really change those targets. So out here today though, 29.30 is definitely a Roo Penny. We did not even need the pinpointer for that guy. I did not even need to turn him on. So another Roo Penny for the collection. What a beauty. Whoa, check this bad boy out. Look what we just dug up out of this back paddock behind the house here. So could have been discarded once again, or who knows, maybe a kid was out here playing out in the backyard, which is now a paddock. So we are looking for Matchbox cars, military items. I tell you what, we may have hit the money right on with this one. A tank, so military item, and here's a Matchbox car, as you can see, made in England by Lesney down the bottom there. So what a bloody perler. How awesome is that? A high 30 he rang up, and we've got a nice little tank. Wow, what a great sight. I just said to Brandon, we are so lucky to be out here today, you know, being able to hit on all these wonderful items. A lot of these sites you go to, someone's already been there before you, and generally picked out a lot of the best stuff. So really, really nice to be able to come here, pretty much just jump out of the car and hit the ground running. Next coin, a 1951, a Roo Penny. It seems to be the theme for today, isn't it? A Roo Penny, a few Commonwealths. Let's not forget about that little sixpence silver, and the tank, the last target that I dug. So I tell you what, digging any of those sort of Matchbox toy cars really, really gets me excited. You know, really gets me keen to see what I can find next. If that guy was sitting just over there, what's still in front of us? Rightio, so last target guys, we're back in the house yard now. Just try to see if we can hit on one more coin before we go. Something else to show the landowner. I do say that is going to be another Roo Penny. And you hear that real nice high, short, sharp, pitched target ID it's giving. So, and 31, 30, 29. That's certainly going to be a Roo Penny. So two hands, we'll come back and give you a look what comes out. Okay, we've got the hole open. We'll give him a dig on camera. I dare say, yeah, he's not very deep at all. We probably already got him. There he is. What a cracker. Another Roo Penny for the collection. Oh, look at the condition too. Probably one of the best ones coming out today. A 1951 Roo Penny this time. What a beauty. So clean everything up, and we'll show the landowners before leaving today. And clean everything up at home. We'll see you there for the conclusion. Rightio, so we've got you at home in the backyard now. We've got all the finds laid out on the board, ready to take you through a look at what we did today. I'll just say too quickly, quite an amazing sight. You know, I said to the person living in the house when I sort of rocked up there, I seen an aerial image there last night. I did a bit of research, and 1949, there was nothing there. It was all just empty paddocks and no house, no nothing. So originally this land was all a huge pasture run, consisting of some 18,000 acres. and basically it was split up after World War II for Soldier Settlement. So it is a Soldier Settlement allotment. However, it must have come quite later. You know, a lot of them were sort of settled, you know, 1946, 1947, prior to 1950. This one must have come a little bit later. So really, really cool. I did not expect to hit on that many coins, especially, and the awesome toy cars that we've got there. What a ripper of a day though. Even Brandon has snagged a few nice finds, a few neat coins. So as you see up top there, we've got all the trash coming out. We really hit on a lot as we were moving our way out into the paddock, the front and the back paddock and the side paddock. However, that is okay because we also found quite a few neat finds, coins and toy cars as we went. So really, really cool. I sort of showed everything, you know, coming out at the end of the day to the person, the lady living in the house. However, we still need to touch base with the landowner there and basically show her everything too. So, and her partner, her husband. So I cannot wait to show them. I've done a little bit of hunting at their property too, and we found some fabulous pieces. So actually in the orchard, we actually found a heap of pendants, you know, the coronation pendants, World War II peace and victory pendants. It's just phenomenal. They're all thrown out in the orchard. So we've got the old stirrup there. As I said, I would like to basically straighten that piece out. However, I will, as I said, touch base with the landowner first and show them everything coming out today. So we've got the old brass ring, horse ring, a part of horse tack. What a ripper. And I'll bend down here and we'll go through all the toy cars. Now, you've seen all these coming out. They're all cleaned up now, and what a ripper. For the month of March, as some will know, we had those great suggestions of military memorabilia and also Matchbox Cars March. And look, I think they are great suggestions, and we're going to run with them for the month of March. And that is exactly what we hit on today. So little toy Lesney Matchbox Cars. Awesome, awesome. So these were first invented basically by two guys that served in World War II, Leslie Smith and Rodney Smith, I think it was. And the name Lesney come from a combination of both their first names. So they weren't blood related. They were just basically, I think they were mates during World War II. And when coming back home, returning from World War II, they needed something to do. I think one of them had all practiced some die-cast toy model car manufacturing prior to the war. So they both took their hands to that and created the Lesney toy car production. So awesome stuff. We've got little Caterpillar there, and the convertible beside him. I have not ID'd him properly yet. There is not much left of him. So little Caterpillar there, awesome, really awesome piece. And as you can see, we already had one in the collection. How cool is that? You know, to be honest, I've got that many now. I've got over 200, some that I keep on display and others that I just keep in a box. We'll get to some in a minute too. I've got some to show there. So basically though, I sort of forget what I've got in my collection now. So I dig them up and think, oh, have I got him or have I not? We also had the brass garden hose nozzle, a couple of little belt buckles there, which are really, really great pieces. And lastly, we sort of went past this piece. I think he is Matchbox Lesney. However, I could be wrong. He may be Dinky or Corgi, so a little dump truck trailer there. So what a great piece. Anyway, moving forward to the coins. Well, first off, we'll jump over to this. We've got the brass connector hose and the brass bracket, which I have not cleaned up. And now the coins. Wow, do we hit the jackpot or what? As I said, they were coming out like, no tomorrow. They were coming out thick and fast. It was just amazing. So all the coins, all the pennies we've got, we will not bother running through all the dates. You can see a lot of them there quite clearly. Little 1953 sixpence, or 1954 sixpence I should say, up the top there, and a 20-cent coin down below. And look, with that many coins coming out, I said to Brandon all day, you do not carry that many pennies and lose that many pennies without also dropping one or two silver coins. Silver coins wouldn't have been as common to drop as the pennies, however they will be there, and I'm sure there's a florin there somewhere hiding too. So the pennies were like a bit of a dime a dozen, really. They used to put them under the house. If you had a creaky floorboard or whatever, they put them under the house and shore up the floor. They basically play two up with them, lose them in the grass. Pennies were sat on the train tracks and ran over by a train and squished and thrown, 100 miles off or whatever down the paddock, and you find them all squished and bent by the train. This one here though, this is a great piece. I think a farmer at one stage has used this, utilised this and turned it into a washer for some sort of purpose. So looks like a 1942 half Rue Penny there. And what's got me though is the gold gilting on the front. a reason why I'm showing this coin in particular. So what a little cracker. Always love finding those because they sort of add character to the coin, I think. So all great pieces, and as I said to the person living in the house, I would love to come back and have another dig one day. We did not even get under the clothesline, so we're going to go around the clothesline, around the chook shed, the wood shed, and also venture out into the paddocks further, and I'm sure we'll hit on a run of more coins and even toy cars. Who knows? So to Brandon, there's got to be a cap gun there, because where there's toy cars, there's generally cap guns, especially during the 1950s. So really cool. Just to quickly show you some of my favourite Lesney toy cars. As I said, the rest are in a box, basically not shown. However, these are some of my favourites. So you know, you've got a few up there in the container still, and I've also plucked out some of my most favourite, the ones I enjoy the most, down the bottom here. So also quickly, I'll just say Lesney toy car products started with this little toy roller, and what actually happened was, I've got the bigger version here. What actually happened was the toy roller here, the first one that Lesney Toy Car Products actually made, that was taken to school by the chief engineer. The chief engineer's daughter took it to school in England there, and basically every kid wanted one. And so it was quickly sort of said that the engineer sort of took that information back and, you know, sort of said, well, we'd better start mass production. Like, you know, they become really popular. However, also what we know now as the Matchbox Car name is the reason why they turned into the smaller size. So a little girl took that toy roller to school in England there. However, the school had a requirement that every toy car that was brought to school, you know, toy cars that were brought to school, had to be the size of a matchbox. So basically the chief engineer took that information, as I said, and you know, knew that they were going to make a heap more. However, they were going to make them quite smaller, the size of a matchbox. So hence why we know the name Matchbox Cars. So they were first off known as Lesney toy cars. So they followed on to also make the Queen's coronation coach in 1953, and this is also what made Lesney Toy Car Products very popular. You just look at the intricate work and casting and design in that. You know, they would have to make dies and then pour the cast, and I think they're just incredible. Also, these were all hand painted. A lot of the staff would sometimes take them home and paint them. You know, this is before electricity too in some places, so they would basically take them home for a bit of overtime pay work, and take them home and hand paint them. So every toy Lesney car product is slightly different. You know, every one was hand painted by a different person or at a different time, you know, by under candlelight or very poor lighting at home. You know, you might have just been finishing your tea or putting the kids to bed, and then you painted a heap of toy Lesney car products to try and get that little bit of overtime, that little bit of extra money in your pocket. So I just think they are just a fascinating piece. You know, 1950s right up through to about the 1980s. Lesney toy cars ran through, and Matchbox sort of took over the name from there. So running the Lesney name underneath the toy cars for quite a while to help advertise and sell them, and then they're just now known as Matchbox Toy Cars, not Lesney products at all. So really great pieces. I really hope you enjoyed the hunt there today with Brandon. It was a really great day. So anyway, guys, so that is about it for us today, and I really hope you enjoyed. Once again, we'll be back out hunting again. The month of March is all about the military, memorabilia, and the Matchbox toy cars, and they're amazing. So anyway, be sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe button below, and I hope to catch you on that next adventure for the month of March. So cheers, guys. Happy hunting. We'll see you next time.